YouTube is changing, and if you don't have the right strategy, you are going to miss the mark and waste a lot of time. Thankfully today, I'm going to spill the tea with you on what works and how you need to change your strategy in 2025. But how do I even know this? I manage channels every single day and have taken creators from 0 to tens of thousands, of hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And we are also going to delve into YouTube's own research and brain scans that just came out on why viewers watch. It's called Why We Watch 2.0. By the end of this video, you're gonna be ready to tackle YouTube 2025. Let's dive in. What's up, it's Danie, your guide to authentic video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and download my free starting on YouTube cheat sheet. I have it linked down below. The first way your YouTube strategy needs to change in 2025 is overproduction is out and intimacy is in. Now, this is very good news for you because gone are the days of highly edited Casey Neistat vlogs that are super cinematic, and in are the days of Sam Solik literally just walking around a grocery store for 25 minutes talking to the camera like you're grocery shopping with him or at the gym with him. But how does this shift relate to you? In 2025, it's all about finding ways to take people into more of your intimate spaces. So the reason that people love Sam Solik so much is that they feel like he's their buddy, just like going to the gym with them. He really just shows the reality of what his life is like, and people really enjoy that. Even educational content creators like Vanessa Lau have opted for much less production and more like a cozy, you're in my office with me type of vibe. So how can you bring that into your own channel? I would highly recommend that you ditch the corporate looking YouTube office vibe and go for something that's more like your home. Make people feel like they're actually entering into your life with you. For example, in one of my recent videos, I'm literally just sitting on the couch talking to my audience, made it a little bit more vlog style. It was really fun, though the lighting in my couch area isn't as good, and so I was kind of in a weird position. So that's why I'm sitting out here today. But how could you do that for your own channel? Take people on the journey with you. The next way your YouTube strategy needs to change in 2025 is that you need to be more offensive. What? Okay, let me break this down. Are you currently chamomile tea? Are you bland and people just kind of feel like, so about you? You need to be more like matcha tea. Either you really love it or you really hate it. I really believe YouTube is like life. Not everybody that you meet is going to like you because you're not everybody's cup of tea. And that's a good thing. And so on YouTube, it's very important that you in 2025 let your freak flag fly. And that looks very different for everyone. Maybe you are a closet Magic the Gathering player and you used to play competitively, and sometimes you buy cards as a future investment strategy. Oh wait, that's literally my husband. Okay. But I am not just pulling this from my own experience as a channel manager. In YouTube's Why We Watch 2.0 study, they did brain scans and surveys, and it literally found that people are craving belonging and emotional connection. And a big part of that is feeling like the creators they watch are authentic and that they can relate to them. A great example is as I've felt more and more comfortable to just be myself and be more weird online, more people have hit me up and I feel like we would totally be friends in real life. That's how you want your audience to feel too, but they won't if you are a bland stan on all of your videos. So I'm not saying they have to be a weird overhand gesturing sing talker like me, but whatever that looks like for you when you're with your friends, you want to show that you on video because authenticity is going to build trust and connection and community that viewers are craving and prefer from creators. You need to put the personal in personal brand. One of my clients is a dietitian, and she opened up this past year about how she struggled with an eating disorder in the past and how her faith was really helpful in pulling her out of that, and now she has a healthy relationship with food. But by sharing something pretty intimate, she was able to build trust and establish more community, more connection on her channel. So think, what could that be for you? It doesn't have to be something so vulnerable, but the more little tidbits you can share, the better. And this is something that I have all of my YouTube clients do. I say, make sure you add little bits and pieces of yourself and then highlight them and make them blue. This way, when you scroll through your script, you need to make sure and see, okay, have I added little pieces of myself? Have I added little stories here or a little blurb where I can just ad lib here to show more of myself? Very important and super helpful. Last thing I'll say about this as well, maybe you have a piece of content that you really want to make that's this is important to me, but it doesn't totally fit your niche. I say put it out there. For me, about 2 years ago, I put out my testimony of coming back to my faith in Jesus, and that had nothing to do with my channel niche, and I was really afraid to put it out, but I said, you know what, this is really important to me, I'm going to do it, and that's one of my most viewed videos, and yes, I lost some followers, but I also gained way more. And more importantly, I gained so much more trust with my community because I felt like they really knew me and who I was and my beliefs and my life. So if there's something on your heart to share on your channel and it maybe doesn't relate as much, I would highly encourage you to just go for it, because the more you share yourself, the more people are going to appreciate and really understand who you are. The next way that your strategy needs to change in 2025 is you need to understand the markers of quality content. Now, YouTube tells us what those markers are based off of this study they did. Okay. According to this graph, we can see here, high quality content means content that is meaningful, engaging, emotionally resonant, and relevant. And according to their study, different age ranges have different quality markers as well. So you can see here, if you're trying to hit like the 18 to 34 audience, they care about having clear visuals and good audio, capturing attention throughout, original creative content is relevant to my interests and teaches me something new or useful. Now for 35 plus, an older audience, has clear visuals and good audio, captures my attention throughout, provides accurate or trustworthy information, tells a compelling story, and is relevant to my interests. So trust and accuracy in information, we can see, gets more important as we get older, which makes sense. But looking at this, you need to ask yourself, am I providing these markers of quality in my videos? And we can say for sure that first one you're probably hitting, having clear visuals and good audio. Now with iPhones, like almost everyone is showing up on YouTube with that baseline, at least, of HD video and pretty decent audio. But I'd highly encourage you to add these other elements into your videos. So maybe you're giving accurate information, but are you telling a compelling story? For example, I put out a video recently where I wanted to teach people the secrets of affiliate marketing, how you can build a really successful affiliate marketing business in a fairly short amount of time. Instead of just saying, here are the 5 steps to learning affiliate marketing, I based it off of my own journey of affiliate marketing. I said, here's what I did and here's what I experienced. And I broke that down into helpful steps of how someone could also do what I did. And so I was able to combine that storytelling element while also still teaching someone something relevant. I will say though, storytelling could be easily added into any script by simply just adding personalized little tidbits here and there, like we've already talked about. The next way that your YouTube strategy needs to change in 2025 is that you need to care less and try more. Stop caring about if your videos look perfect or how your voice sounds or how many views your first couple videos are getting, and start caring about just diversifying and trying different things and seeing what your audience likes and wants from you. I have a client who is a pastor and he was making videos for Christian men, and we tried a bunch of different types of videos, and then he was also doing gear reviews, and the gear reviews just like boom, they took off. And we saw this shift where his audience, while they liked his content for Christian men, they loved his gear reviews. And so we looked at the data and we said, okay, let's shift and make more of these videos because we see that's what people want and you're good at making them and you enjoy making them. And so it's so important to remember that YouTube is all about iterating and being flexible and trying new things. Try vlogging, try educational content, get creative. Again, having creative and original content with something from quality markers that people really care about. And you can't do that if you're not trying out different formats on YouTube. The next thing that is super important to your YouTube strategy for 2025 is you have to stop looking at the 0.5% of YouTubers and thinking that that should be you too, and being really hard on yourself, because if you do that, you will give up and you will not grow. Hear me out here. About 96% of YouTube channels have fewer than 10,000 subscribers. That means like roughly 4% of YouTube channels have more than 10,000 subscribers. I think now it's maybe more like 5 to 10%. That's not a lot of channels out of the millions and millions of YouTube channels there are out there that have over 10,000 subscribers. Only around 0.5% of YouTube channels have over 100,000 subscribers. Now, we see a lot of those massive subscribers when we're on YouTube because their videos get views. And what does YouTube want? YouTube wants to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. So when a video has a very high retention rate and people are watching a lot of it, it's going to get pushed out more. That is not to say that you cannot scale your channel. You definitely can. You just have to be realistic about growth, knowing that getting to 1,000 subscribers in 1 week is probably not going to happen, and that's okay. I remember hitting my first 300 subscribers and being absolutely elated. All in all, if you're really concerned about getting a certain amount of subscribers in a certain amount of time, high probability that you give up, because YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. So you have to start seeing it like I'm playing the long game, and that will allow you to win in 2025. Growth is super possible, but it's usually slow and steady, and then all of a sudden it'll start curving up. But people usually never get to that point because they give up here. So don't be that guy. Say I'm in it for the long run, and iterate, diversify, and have fun with your channel. The next part of your strategy for 2025 on YouTube is to get off of social media if you can. A big part of YouTube is being able to be original, to teach, to show your life. And you know what really hinders those things? Social media. So I pretty much just stopped posting on social media for all of 2024. And you want to know what happened to my business? Literally nothing. I was able to still generate leads and income because I was still focusing in on YouTube. YouTube, in my mind, is very different than other social media platforms, because when you're working on YouTube, you're mainly working as a creator and then uploading, and then you're in YouTube Studio. And YouTube Studio isn't like bombarding you with videos that are super addictive, that keep you on the platform and keep you scrolling and eventually lead into the mindless death scroll. If you want to really win on YouTube in 2025, it would only benefit you to give up TikTok and Instagram, or delete it off your phone at least, and just check it on your desktop and really focus in on one thing. Don't try to do all the things, just try and focus in on the one thing. Oh my gosh, okay. We have to move inside because now there's construction, there have been birds, there's construction now. All right, here we go. The next way your YouTube strategy needs to change in 2025 is very important. You need to now have a fireworks hook. You need excitement, a visual, and sound. Firework hook. Please, for the love of all things, don't start your videos like this. What's up, it's Danie. Welcome back to my channel. Here we talk about all things. No. Okay. You may see big YouTubers doing that, but guess what? They shouldn't. Maybe they can do that now, but now in 2025, you cannot get away with that. You need something way more saucy than that. Stop saying boring intros and make it a story instead. I recently put out a video on the top course softwares of 2025. For my hook, instead of saying, hey, today I'm going to take you through the top 7 course platforms, I said, I made the worst mistake when building out my course. I picked the wrong software. That's so much more interesting. People are like, what? You picked the wrong software. It tells people that I have experience in what I'm talking about. Also, there is such thing as picking the wrong software, and I assure people that I'm gonna help them pick the right one for them so they don't make the same mistake that I made. That's a way more exciting intro that's gonna have a way higher retention rate, because we know that now when you scroll over YouTube videos, they play automatically. If you're not capturing people's attention in that first 3 seconds, you're going to lose them. And then boom, they're on to watching somebody else's video. So you need to have a really strong first sentence, and I highly recommend that it has a visual that also has a sound effect that goes along with it. If you can have these 3 elements, it's going to really pull in your viewer and have that firework effect where people are going to turn and they're going to watch. Now, writing good hooks is an art. It takes time to get good at. So if you're really bad at writing hooks, you can always start with ChatGPT and type in something like, write me a strong hook for YouTube video that hits that my audience will avoid blank and have the outcome of blank. You could do something like that and then definitely edit it and make it your own. It's very important though when thinking of hooks as well to think of what is something that someone would avoid by watching this video, and also like what's just the ideal outcome that my viewer wants to have by the end of the video. And if you can touch on those things, you're in a great spot. Now, the final thing that you need to do in 2025 for your YouTube strategy is you've got to understand YouTube SEO. YouTube is still the 2nd largest search engine in the world. And if you are not creating some content that is frequently asked questions of your ideal audience that's searchable, you are drastically missing out. About 40% of my views from my channel come from YouTube search, even my YouTube shorts, because I SEO optimize them to show up in search. And guess what? Unlike your TikToks and your Instagram Reels that only show up in the algorithm for like 48 hours to a week, my shorts are 2 years old. and they're still some of my top performing videos because I SEO or search engine optimize them, and it makes all the difference. So I highly encourage you now after this video to watch my video all on SEO. This teaches everything that I do when I upload a video and how to think about SEO so that your channel can really succeed when it comes to search. I hope this video was so helpful for you. It's so helpful for me. If you give it a like, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next video. Don't forget to grab that starting on YouTube cheat sheet. Bye.